Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, story timers. It's me, Donna Vee. And today is Sunday, November 8th. And it's beautiful outside. So what I recommend is, as soon as this is over, we all go outside. As a matter of fact, and I'll bring it back up at the end, what I would love to do is see some familiar faces. Today, I will announce the exact time, but it will be around the 1:30 in the afternoon hour that I will be at Salon Gossip with some books to help those that need books that were donated to me for story time. I will be bringing only the books that were gifted, purchased, curbside pickup, or just donated by schools. Don't worry, anyone that loaned me books, those books will not be part of what I will be bringing today. Good morning, Christina. How are you? So I'm so excited that today will be the day I'll be sharing stories with anyone that needs books to get through the winter. I want to promote literacy to you guys. I'm so excited to be here. It is Sunday, November 8th. And like I said, on the East Coast, it is beautiful. The sky is so blue. In fact, I took a picture, good morning, Frank Simon, of my tree outside, and I wanted to show it to you. Look at this tree. Ooh, it's so pretty. I know I could send it, right? I could probably do that. But it was so beautiful when I walked outside today. I had to take a picture of it. And I suggest that if you get a moment, you take a walk outside and feel the beautiful breeze. It's going to be an amazing Sunday. So welcome and thank you for being here. If it's your first time, welcome. If it's not your first time, welcome back. So excited to be here together. Today's letter is K. Kids, are you listening? K is for kids. And I'm so excited to have stories about kids, different kids, what kids could do. Yeah, I know. I'm excited that I came up with this theme this morning. Well, we should definitely start out the way that we start out. Good morning, Eric. How are you? Nice to see you virtually and here saying good morning. And yeah, we are definitely going to start out with some healthy habits, some happy habits, like waking up with gratitude. Gratitude is so important every day, but I love showing gratitude on a Sunday. Good morning, Lewis. Happy Sunday story time. Kazam for K. It exactly is. I like that. Kazam. I like all the A's in there. Kaazam. So I would say it's Kazam. So what were you grateful for today? I know I'm grateful for being here and for the sunshine. So let's get to stretches. I was so excited to tell my cousin yesterday that we involve the ASL alphabet every day. Oh, let me get my book out. Here it is. Kindness. That's a great one, Christina. Kindness. Dina the deaf dinosaur or Dinah. I think it probably is Dinah. It's a debate I have with myself daily. But one of the coolest things that we learn is that we can learn how to sign so that we can speak to people that don't hear. We have knowledge of the alphabet, and I will be having my cousin back on, and we'll be talking more about the ASL alphabet and sign language. For right now, let's get ready. Okay, I'm going to try it again. Ready? Let's try it out. I always have to figure out where my camera is. I'm going to purposely keep my arm right there. Ready? Here we go. A, here, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K is our letter today. K, L, M, N, O, P, which is K, but like downward. Q is like H, but downward. Wait, I have to move this. You guys, I'm sorry. I want to be able to help. Here we go. So Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X. Remember, it looks like a little Tyrannosaurus Rex, but it's a Tyrannosaurus X. Y, Z. Yes, so the ones that are very similar are definitely the letter K, which is up like this, and then P and G. Wait, let me see. Where's G? G, and then Q. Interesting, right? So for you to remember that a G, I should really write that up for you. Or see if I have my cards. Let me see. I think this is an interesting one. Because G and Q, even in the alphabet, look very similar, right? You can see they look related. This is G, this is Q. And then this is G, and this is Q. Interesting. Just a thought I wanted to share with you. So thank you for letting me do that. Good morning, Daria. My friend is here, Daria. You're all my friends. I love it. So now that we've done the ASL alphabet, I would love it if we could actually stretch our bodies and we can do the alphabet along with some arm circles and seated jumping jacks. Are you ready? I could certainly use some stretching out this morning. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Oh, that's right. There's 26 letters in the alphabet. The 13th letter in is M. It happens to be the middle, and that's right, Lewis. M is for the middle, and S is when we switch also. That's a new thing. I've been doing that for about a week or so. So 26 letters. We're going to stretch with some arm circles, go into some jumping jacks, and remember, if you cannot stretch your body, that's okay. Stretch your imagination and your mind. Picture the different letters in different colors, or maybe A is for apple, picture an apple, B is for balloon, which I'm looking at that's stuck in the tension wires, and C is for cats. You know, if you see one walking around, make sure you have one in your house. Okay, here we go. Arms out. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, middle, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, oh wait, S, switch, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Excellent. Now, we are going to exercise with Frank Simon's alliterative sentence. Ooh, Mike Coven. That's very funny. My friend Mike Coven wrote something, but it's a kid's show. I don't want to, that's funny though. Everybody wants to make me do tongue twisters. All right, Frank Simon, here we go. Ooh, how did I forget water? Such an important part of the day. Hydration is so important, drinking lots of water, because when I have to do these tongue twisters, let me tell you, it takes a lot. Your brain needs the water, your body needs the water, and here we go. Me. Let me get my music. Uh-oh, where'd it go? I know, the dog had stepped on it earlier. Kind Kyle's kittens kicked knotted kites in Kentucky. Wow. So Frank has shown us here that the letter K, uppercase, is in Kyle's name in Kentucky because it's a place, it's a state. But the whole thing that's interesting is he put in the word knotted. And that goes to show us that the letter K can be silent. I know. Isn't the English language amazing? So kind is the hard K. Kyle, hard K also, kitten, kicked, kites, Kentucky. But knotted, because there's a letter N after the K, makes it silent. Very cool. Okay, ready? Kind Kyle's kittens kicked knotted kites in Kentucky. Kind Kyle's kittens kicked knotted kites in Kentucky. Oh, you got me, Frank. Kind Kyle's kittens kicked knotted kites in Kentucky. One last time. Kind Kyle's kittens kicked knotted kites in Kentucky. That was a lot. Yes, Kit Kats are my favorite. Kit Kats, I love that. Come on up, Yogi. Come say hi to everybody. Come on, please. Come on. Little squirt. Tomorrow's a big day. He's going for a test tomorrow. He has to go get an ultrasound. Come on, I want you to say hi to everybody. Please. I'm coaxing him, but that's the letter C. And gnome. I love gnomes. Come on. You can do it. Look at him. It's my Yogi boy. I love you, Yogi. Say hi to everybody. Aw. We gonna hang out today? Yeah, I know. Say hi. All the kids are watching. Okay. Now, so we have learned that we have practiced gratitude. Then, healthy habits. Brush my teeth, wash my face, put in some new pigtails, drink some water, be cheerful if you can. It's true. It makes for a better morning. And then we stretched. We did our ASL alphabet. What time is it now? I think it's time to say hi to the kids. Ooh, that's another one. Knick-knack. Another one where both moments, the knick and the knack, are both silent. Very good, Daria. Oh, and gnome. Oh, you know what's funny? I did, Lewis. I read it like it was spelled correctly. You're being silly because it's silent. I get it. But yes, gnome is G. Yeah. It is funny. Listen to me like a lemming. I'm like reading everything everybody says. I can't do that. I have to focus. Okay. I also want to know if I can find the letter K, because we have to say good morning to the kids and see whose names start with K today. I know we have a few. I can think of them right off the top of my head. Let's see if we can find it. Kaylee is one. Okay, come on. Where are you, letter K? There's so many cards here. Ooh. Kangaroo. I found you. The letter K, uppercase, lowercase, they look like brother and sister. So cute. Kangaroo starts with K. Let's see who else's name starts with K. Hey, Alpha Bear. Come on over. Here we go. And without further ado, if you hear your name, kids, I want you to act like I'm shouting you out for an award. Come get your Emmy, come get your Oscar, or your lunch is ready at KFC. Okay. Good morning, TJ and Lewis, baby Lewis. Ooh, I think he just turned a year old. Excuse me. Julian, Matthew, Nicholas, Quentin, Ella, Ari, Luca, Lucia, Mia, Jax, Lennon, Mark McCartney, Nina Starr, Brianna and Lily, Alex and Hannah Lorraine, Seamus, Cooper and Tori. Ooh, Leah and Kristen from Johnstown, PA. Kristen starts with a K. Holland and Austin. Colin, Lily, Hunter, Sophie, Giovanni, Gracelyn, and Kaylee starts with a K. Joseph, Roscoe, Scarlett, Juliet, Regina, Madison, Jack, Allie, Andrew, Serena, Sawyer, Jane, Byron, Layla, Genevieve, Finn and Fletcher, Anzor, and Kai starts with a K. Hi, Kai. Zach. There's a K in Zach. It's the last letter. Ooh, then we have Paisley, Presley, Liam, Maggie and Isaac. Hi, Maggie and Isaac. Joseph, Patrick, Liliana and Melanie from Massachusetts. Shane, Liam, Regina. Ooh, I said Regina, but she's so cute. I'll say it twice. Lena and Sabino. Liam, Melody, and Kayla DiPietro. Good morning. Patrick. Hi, Patrick. And Nico. We've got Willow, Samantha, Frankie, Vanch, Vishaka from India, Sue Fain from France, Penelope Snow and Nikki from Maine. We have Leo, Tomas, and Alec, Bailey and Michaela, Leo, Ace, Ara, Amber, Bella, AJ, Angelo, Phoebe, Little Joe, Penelope Rose, Viviana and Bethany, Joe Jr., Ryan, Lucas, Isabella, Caitlin, Emma, Liv, and Blake, Jacob, Maddie, Tabia, Max, and Luca, V and Izzy, Olivia Rose, my niece, Marin Rose, my goddaughter, Molly, her little sister, James, Storm, Allie, and Emily, Jake, and Kaylin. And of course, Kaylin starts with K. My daughters, the two hearts that walk outside of my body. Holy cow. I'm out of breath because that was a lot. I know. We might have to try something new soon. I might come up with an idea. With all these names, I might have to highlight some names. Nah, I gotta say good morning. Okay, are you ready for the next chapter on story time? What is it, kids? That's right, Daria. Daria. Vitamin time. Vitamin time is amazing. I'm going to continue my healthy habits and also talk a little bit about some good manners. Why? Because I think it's important. And when you ask for your vitamins to whomever asks to give them to you, we always like to say, please may I have my vitamins? Thank you for my vitamins. You know, it's important. Then we like to use this most amazing book, A Beginner's Guide to the Universe by author Mike Dooley, to cover our mouth so we don't chew with our mouth open or talk with our mouth full. Nope. So are you ready? I'm ready. I can't wait to see what my vitamins are today. They could either be two of the same or one of each, and they're right here. And 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. These are two of the same, and they are very tart. These are the vitamins that make me, oh my gosh, Lewis. How did you read my mind? Lewis, are you magical? I know you're from Ireland, and lots of magical things and luck happen in Ireland. But I swear that is something that I thought of. But then that would mean I had to type it all out. And typing it out, not a very good typer. But I thought about that. That's amazing. Okay, that is kooky and spooky. All right, here we go. I'm going to take my vitamins. Lewis, can you pick a page? Because I'd like to know what your thought is on that today. Between 7 and 157. Okay, 1, 2, 3. After brushing your teeth, taking tart vitamins requires water and silly faces. Holy guacamole. Okay, so A Beginner's Guide to the Universe by author Mike Dooley is where we get our nuggets of truth. I'm going to have to pick a page at random because I don't know where Lewis is. Oh, 11. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm going to guess that it's for 11 for November. I like that. Because this is what he wrote. 11 for. Ooh, Remembrance Sunday. Is today Remembrance Sunday? That is amazing. I didn't even know that. But I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Page 11. Here we go. All deliberate change comes first from denying the logic that earlier gave you comfort. Our ability to stop kidding ourselves is what brings about the greatest breakthroughs, fastest comebacks, and happiest feet. True love is a given, not an option, an absolute, not a variable, born of our divinity, not our humanity, always unconditional. Our lives are not about love. They're about our adventures into love. Our adventures are the variable, not love. Good morning, Aunt Cecilia. How are you? And that was a perfect one for 11 for Remembrance Sunday, which I didn't know. I don't even know what that is, but that was amazing. So thank you so much, Lewis. I love that. All right, I love that. Our lives are not about love. They're about our adventures into love. Our adventures are the variable, not love. Excellent. So if you need a Christmas gift this year, this is a great one. Beginner's Guide to the Universe by author Mike Dooley. I love it. Okay, now we know what time it is, right? social distance buddy time. We get to talk to, well, we get to talk from our heart. And we get to use our social distancing buddies to represent what it is that we're trying to say. I think it's so exciting that we can utilize visual tools like our little buddies, and we can explain to kids and to adults that it's just so amazing when we can share our energy and make sure it's positive energy that we share back and forth, and it can go through timelines and space and air and countries and cities and towns and even the internet. Yes. Oh, it's Armistice Day to remember the fallen soldiers from World War One and World War Two. Very cool. I mean, war's not cool, but to remember people, I love that. So you know what, Lewis? Thank you for that. And what we're going to do is that's what we'll think of and send love and light to for our social distancing time. Lewis, you know what? Just for that, guess who's going first? Lewis loves Lammy. He writes in about it all the time. So, Lammy, just because we're going to bring you out first. This is like the second time that's happened. I think we've you're nodding now. That's pretty cool. So you're acknowledging that you're cool. Okay, well, that's awesome. I love that. And you know who else is really cool? And she's watching this morning? My Aunt Cecilia. So we're going to get Cecilia will heal you because we're looking to heal some hearts. And, right? We want to heal hearts and we want to, remember people that we've lost and that have gone to heaven. And who better than to bring out next than our dragonfly, who to me represents my grandma, but she's, represents lots of people, lots and lots. Earth angels, yeah, yep, definitely. And then elephant, because elephant never forgets, and we will never forget because it is a day of remembrance. Piggy, loyalty. We love loyalty. And for those of you that are here every day, you're so loyal. I appreciate it. Like, you just have no idea. You really make a difference in my day. Cheeky monkey is really just, he loves to take all of your sadness and return it with gladness. He doesn't mind if you send him your blues because it just makes him more adorable and blue. One of my absolute favorites is Music Bear. Music Bear because I love music. And I love to listen to music to cheer me up throughout the entire day. It makes me reminisce. It makes me look forward to things. Country music makes me think of summer. I love it. We were listening to Christmas music last night. Then the guy that started it all, Bartholomew. Look at Bartholomew is awesome. Now, so we have Bartholomew, Lammy, Piggy, Cheeky Monkey, Music Bear, Elephant. Do we have everybody? I think we do. So you know what time it is? Now we're going to send love and light from our mind and our heart and our soul, or our sixth chakra. No, not our sixth. It's our fifth. No. What am I saying, Donna? It's our heart chakra. It's our fourth. Jeez Louise. Our fourth chakra, it's our heart chakra. We're going to send a beam of light from me to you and you to me. Are you ready? I'm excited. So we're going to remember those because today's Remembrance Sunday. We're going to think of those that we know need love and light and healing, and anybody else that you really just want to say, I love you. Okay? 1, 2, 3. That was amazing. That was awesome, you guys. You're the best light workers ever. We are tipping the scales to positivity, and I love that about us because we can change the vibration of the nation just by sending love and light. Okay, here we go. You guys come over here. Thank you so much. Sorry, Piggy. And now we are going to to our I am statements. I am statements, and get ready to rock and roll and read. I am statements. What's that? Remember, like, what should Darla do? We take our hands, we go above our head, we take a deep breath in, and we say only positive thoughts. After I am, we're feeding our soul. And you don't want to feed it junk food. No. Ready? I am excited. I am kind. I am loving. I am peace. I am ready. Are you ready to read? The dog is like, wait. What are you sniffing at, buddy? Uh-oh. He smelled something. He's on the move. He's on the prowl. You know what I'm on the move for? The books for today. Okay, so today's theme for the letter K is kids. I think that we should talk about things that you guys like to do. For instance, don't forget the fun. Ever, never. Please, if there's one thing that I could teach everyone out there is don't forget the fun. Fun is what it's all about. I know we have to be serious sometimes, but when you can, just be fun. Have fun. Share fun. Love to be fun. And don't forget the fun. Let's see what this book is about. By Lisa A. Soley, illustrated by Lonnie Sue Johnson. What? That's okay. It's fine with me. You know what? I'm glad that you're here, real Max Miller, because I'm live, not just on Periscope. We are here. We have people watching from Facebook and YouTube, and I don't care if there's one of you, because to me, that's all that matters. Okay, don't forget the fun. Lewis is here. My aunt is here, and you're here. I love it. It's okay. Okay, don't forget the fun. The first day of summer vacation was sunny and warm. It was a perfect day to play basketball. Whoa. Anita said goodbye to her mother and her grandfather gave her a big hug. Have fun, he said. I will, Anita said. How cute is that? Anita bounced her basketball down the street to Brandon's house. The ball went thud, thud, thud on the sidewalk. She knocked on the front door and Brandon's mother opened it. Hello, Anita, she said. Have you come to pick up Brandon for basketball? Here I am, said Brandon as he ran out from behind his mother. He kissed his mother goodbye and headed for the playground with Anita. Anita and Brandon passed the ball back and forth as they walked to the playground. They pretended to shoot baskets. Score, Anita said. Double score, Brandon yelled. This is fun. Today is going to be really fun, Brandon said. We're going to play with the big kids, Anita said as she gave Brandon a high five. Ooh, they're going to play with the big kids. Anita and Brandon have been practicing basketball after school all year. They could dribble the ball, they could run fast, they could turn on their heels and jump on their toes, and they could even make a basket. They were ready to play with the older kids. The big kids were already playing at the playground. They leapt into the air and swished the ball right into the net. Their sneakers went slap, slap, slap on the pavement as they ran around the court. They were as fast as the wind. Can we play with you? Anita asked one of the older boys. Are you sure you can play? The boy asked. Sure, Brandon said. We've been practicing. All right, the boy said. He pointed at Anita. You'll be on my team, he said. And he pointed at Brandon. You'll be on the other team. Anita and Brandon left their ball outside the court and ran in to join the other players. They waved at each other from across the court. That's exciting, right? The game started. Someone passed the ball to Anita, and she tried to dribble it toward the basket. But before she could get to the middle of the court, someone on Brandon's team stole the ball away. Things just got worse. Brandon passed the ball, and the wrong team caught it. Anna tripped and dropped the ball. Brandon got tangled up in someone's legs. They played the worst game of their lives. The older kids laughed at them. You're too little to play with us, said one kid. You need to practice a lot more, said the other kid. You can't play basketball, said another kid. Oh boy. That makes you feel really sad. Good morning, Christopher. When the game was over, Brandon and Anita walked slowly off the court. They picked up their basketball and headed back home. They weren't having any fun. Anita and Brandon didn't pass the ball as they walked away. They didn't dribble it on the sidewalk or pretend to shoot baskets. They dragged their feet and hung their heads. Aww. They were so sad. Yeah, they didn't do so well, huh? They passed Anita's grandfather. He was taking his daily walk. Every day he walked 10 blocks. He wore his big hat and carried a tall walking cane. My, you two look sad, he said. We tried to play basketball with the big kids, said Anita. We were terrible, said Brandon. Grandfather said, I think I know what will make you feel better. He is tall. What? Anita said. Remembering, Grandfather said. Are you going to tell us something we have to remember? Brandon asked. No, Grandfather laughed. You already know this. Anita and Brandon were surprised. We do? They asked. Yes, Grandfather said. You do. First, I'll tell you a story. When I was young, I loved to play baseball. I played every chance I could. One day, One day, I just knew I was good enough to play with my older brother and his friends. I took my lucky bat to the field and joined in the game. Grandfather held up his cane like a baseball bat. What happened then? Anita asked. I couldn't hit the ball, Grandfather said. I couldn't catch it. I couldn't throw it far enough. I tried and tried until I finally gave up. Were you sad? Brandon asked. I was very sad, but then my brother told me something that I'm going to tell you, Grandfather said. My brother said, remember that you play baseball just because it's fun. I thought about it and remembered that. And I started playing baseball, not just to win games. I played because I loved to play. You know, that's a really important lesson. When you do something, you do it because you love it. Anita and Brandon looked at each other. They thought back to when playing basketball had been more fun than anything, whether they made a basket or not. Did you ever get better? Brandon asked. I did get better, Grandfather said. It just took some time. How long? Anita asked. Well, that I can't remember, Grandfather said. But what I do remember is that it was always fun. They all turned the corner. Well, Are you going to have some fun? Grandfather asked. Heck yeah, they are. Yes, Anita and Brandon said as they headed back to the playground. They passed the ball to each other. They took turns dribbling it on the sidewalk, and the ball went thud, thud, thud on the sidewalk. Anita and Brandon gave each other a high five. Score! They shouted together. That was a great lesson. That was a very big book and a little bit challenging to read. But I'll tell you what, don't forget the fun. And that is the truth. Why do you think I'm here every day, you guys? Because to me, this is fun. This is a great way to start the morning because we get to start it together with positive energy and togetherness and joy and fun. So I love that. So thank you. I love that you're here. Okay. Now I found a book that has the letter K in the title. Do Like Kyla by Angela Johnson. Paintings by James E. Ransom. Do like Kyla. In the morning, my big sister Kyla stands at the window, tapping at the birds. I do like Kyla, only standing on a bed. Look at these beautiful pictures. Look at the birds, cardinals and blue jays. Kyla pulls her sweater over her head and stretches. I do like Kyla. We sit in front of the big mirror in our room, and Kyla braids her hair with quick fingers. I try to do like Kyla in front of the mirror. Kyla says, beautiful. And I do like Kyla and say, beautiful. Oatmeal and apples for breakfast. And I do like Kyla, pouring honey over everything. Mama says, lots of sunshine today. Kyla kisses the sunbeam on the dog's head, and I do like Kyla. We're going to the store, so Kyla helps me put my coat on. Warm now, she says, and I do like Kyla and say, warm now. I love that. Big sister, little sister. Got me some purple snow boots like Kyla, and we both crunch, crunch, crunch in the snow all the way to the store. Past the big store window, I see myself. I do like Kyla and skip past the window, watching. Such a beautiful book. In the good-smelling store, Kyla asks for cheese, a bag of apples, and a jar of jam. The man in the white apron says, goodbye, be good. And I do like Kyla and say, okay, I will. Kyla says, want to follow our footsteps back home? And I do just like Kyla. Step, step, step. Look how beautiful. Read me a book, Kyla. Kyla reads to me under the kitchen table. I do like her and say, the end, after the last page. That's awesome. It's like a fort. It's almost nighttime. At the window, Kyla says, birds must be asleep. And I tap at the window. And Kyla does just like me. Oh, I love that. I love how I totally know what that feels like. When you're short, you're a little kid, and you have to lean on something to see out the window. I mean, I'm kind of on the shorter side myself, so I still have to do that in some spots. But what a beautiful book. Do you like Kyla? And you see, K, Kyla. Perfect. Okay, so this last book I thought would be very sweet for a Sunday, and it's definitely has to do with kids, because kids all grow up, whether we like it or not. And I love the fact that I can still feel my inner child right there, and she loves to go outside and play in the sunshine and read books every morning to you guys. She's the one that definitely has the giggles, when she shouldn't have the giggles, really. But anyhow, this book is called When You Grow Up by Lenny Goodings and Jenny Jones. Okay. When you grow up. I like the plaid. Zachary and his mom have the same color fur and the same color eyes. Aw, look how cute that little baby bear is. Aw. It reminds me of Yogi. They both like to hug, and they both like chocolate ice cream with honey on top. In the morning, they are both yawning, sleepy-eyed. It happens. Excuse me. It happens every time. Hasn't happened in a while. Okay. Sleepy-eyed and sleepy heads. Zachary says when he grows up, he's going to live with his mom. Mom says that's all right with her. But maybe, says Mom, when you grow up, you'll be a famous soccer star. Oh, yes, says Zachary. I'll score all the goals and be a hero. And then I'll come back and live with you. Look at how cute little Zachary is. And look at his mom. What a sweet story. Or maybe, says Mom, when you grow up, you might be a baker. Says Zachary. And I'll make sticky chocolate birthday cakes every single day. Will you let me lick the bowl? Asks Mom. I might, Zachary laughs. And then I'll come back and live with you. Aw, this book is making me like sad. Not sad, but it's making me think of my own little kids. Maybe, says Mom, when you grow up, you'll be a pilot and fly a helicopter. That would be great, says Zachary. I'll go high up over the clouds. Oh, yes, says Mom. And then I'll come back and live with you. Ooh, those cakes look so good. I love in the storybooks when they have the cakes with the cherries on top. Oh, it makes me want to like make that. Or maybe, says Mom, you'll be an ambulance driver and save someone's life. Yes, says Zachary. And I'll zoom through the streets with the siren going and the lights flashing. And then I'll come back and live with you. Aw, I love that. Or maybe, says Mom, You'll be a cowboy and ride a big horse. Yippee, says Zachary. And I'll lasso cows with a rope. And then I'll be made sheriff, and I'll have a shiny star and a big hat. Ooh, says Mom. So cute. And I'll catch all the bad guys and throw them in jail, says Zachary. And then I'll come home and live with you. So, or maybe, says Mom, you'll be a farmer with a red tractor, and you'll drive around and around the fields. I think it should be blue, says Zachary. Oh, says Mom. Yes, blue, because that's my favorite color. Look what's in the field. It's a field full of lammies. It's sheep. And look, there's a sheepdog. I want to go to the countryside. And I'll have a big friendly dog, and he'll help me look after my sheep, says Zachary. And then I'll come back and live with you. Or maybe, says Mom, you'll be a magician and make rabbits jump out of hats. Oh, yes, said Zachary. I'll make you disappear. Oh, no, says Mom. But I'll make you appear again, and then I'll come back and live with you. Maybe, says Mom, you'll be a daddy and have a little cub just like you. Oh, I might, says Zachary. And then we'll all live next door to you. Oh, my goodness gracious. That is such a sweet story. The end. Oh, my goodness. I'm a little choked up over that book. You know what time it is? It's bonus book time because we finished early. Now I need to look around and see what book could I read right now that I can see. Well, should I read an old book or a new book? This is a good question. There are books everywhere. I think I shall pick a new book. Give me one moment. Ooh. Let's read. Here we go. I found another one with a K in it. Katie No Pocket. All right. Story by Emmy Payne. Pictures by H.A. Ray. Katie No Pocket. Kangaroo starts with K. Remember? Totally meant to be. Walked right over, and there's a pile of books, and I just picked it up. Love this. Big tears rolled down Katie Kangaroo's brown face. Poor Katie was crying because she didn't have a pocket, like other mother kangaroos. Freddy was Katie Kangaroo's little boy, and he needed a pocket to ride in. All grown-up kangaroos take awfully big hops, and little kangaroos like Freddy can get left far behind unless their mothers have nice pockets to carry them in. And poor Katie didn't have any pocket at all. She's crying. Uh-oh. Katie Kangaroo cried just thinking about it, and Freddy cried too. Then all of a sudden, Katie had a wonderful idea. It was so wonderful, she jumped 6 feet up in the air. The idea was this. Other animal mothers had children and they didn't have pockets. She'd go ask one of them how they carried their baby. Let's see. Freddy looked all around to see whom to ask, and Katie looked all around to see too. And what they both saw were two bubbles rising from the river right beside them. Mrs. Crocodile, said Katie, feeling lots better already. She hasn't any pockets. Let's ask her. A lot of big muddy bubbles came up through the water, and oh, look at the crocodiles. Then Mrs. Crocodile stuck her head up and opened her enormous mouth and smiled. Why, Katie Kangaroo, what can I do for you today? Please, Mrs. Crocodile, I'm so sad, said Katie. I have no pocket for Freddy, and he has to walk wherever we go, and he gets so tired. Oh, dear, oh, dear. And she started to cry again. The crocodile began to cry too, and then she said, but what can I do? Well, you could tell me how to carry Freddy, said Katie. How do you carry little Catherine Crocodile? Oh, do please tell me. Why, I carry her on my back, of course, said Mrs. Crocodile. She was so surprised that anyone shouldn't know that she forgot to cry any more. Look how cute! Katie was pleased. She said, thank you. And as soon as she got to a good squatting down place, she squatted and said, now, Freddy, climb on my back. After this, it will be simple. No trouble at all. But it wasn't simple. In the first place, Freddy could not crawl up onto her back because his knees stuck out. Look. Uh-oh. He tried. He couldn't hang on because his front legs were too short. And when he did manage to hang on for a few minutes and Katie gave a long hop, he fell off. Bump, 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 bang, bang, with a terrific thump. So Katie saw that she couldn't carry her baby on her back. Look at our little winged creatures. Katie and Freddy sat down again and thought and thought. I know, I'll ask Mrs. Monkey. I'm sure she can help me. So Katie and Freddy set off for the forest, and very soon they found Mrs. Monkey. She had her young son, Jocko, and with her, and Katie Kangaroo hurried so to catch up with them that she would, wait a second. Hi, Holly. Hi. I have to read that again. I got discombobulated somewhere. So Katie and Freddy set off for the forest, and very soon they found Mrs. Monkey. She had her son, Jocko, with her, and Katie Kangaroo hurried so to catch up with them that she was almost out of breath. But finally, she managed to squeak, please, Mrs. Monkey, how do you carry Jocko? Why, in my arms, of course, said Mrs. Monkey. How else would any sensible animal carry anything? And she whisked away through the trees. Oh dear, said Katie, and a great big tear ran across her long nose. I can't carry anything in these short little arms. Oh dear. She wasn't any help at all. What are we going to do? And she just sat down and cried harder than ever. Poor Freddy. He hated to see his mother cry, so he put his paw to his head and he thought, And he thought, what about the lion? He asked when Katy stopped crying a little. They don't carry their children. The poor things walk just the way you do, said Katy. Oh, the way birds do it. There's birds, said Freddy. How do they carry their babies? Birds, said Katy. The mother bird pushes her children out of the nest, and they squawk and shriek and flap their wings about. How do any of us do it? Then all at once, Katy Kangaroo stopped crying and looked at Freddy. They do say that the owl knows almost everything, she said slowly. Well, then for goodness sakes, let's ask him, said Freddy, and they found the owl asleep in the old dead tree. Uh-oh, they're gonna go check the owl out. And he was cross because he didn't want to be waked up in the middle of the day. But when he saw that Katy was so sad, he came out blinking and ruffling his feathers and said in a scratchy voice, Well, what is it? Speak up and speak loudly. I'm deaf as a post. So Katy stood under the tree and screamed at him. I'm a mother kangaroo. And I haven't a pocket to carry my child in. How shall I carry him? What shall I do? Get a pocket, said the owl. And the owl went to sleep again. Where? Cried Katy. Oh, please don't go to sleep before you tell me where. How should I know, said the owl. They sell that sort of thing in the city, I believe. Now kindly go away and let me sleep. The city? Ooh, said Katy, and looked at Freddy with her big round eyes. Of course, we'll go to the city. Katy was so excited that she almost left Freddy behind as she went leaping over bushes and hopping along the path, singing in a sort of hummy little way, a little song she had just made up. Hippity hoppity, flippity floppity, wasn't it a pity? I didn't know I was to go to the city. I should go. She hopped so fast that Freddy could hardly keep up. But at last they left the woods behind and came to the city. Look at this. Do you see that? The smiling faces in the trees. I love that. Where there were stores and houses and automobiles, the people all stared and stared at Katy. But she didn't notice it. She was looking for pockets. And she saw that almost everybody had them. And then, all at once, she could hardly believe it, a man who seemed to be all pockets. He was simply covered with pockets. Big pockets, little pockets, medium-sized pockets. Look, so here's the city, and then look at this. See what she sees? This gentleman right here, he's got pockets. Look how excited they are. Katy went up to him and laid a paw on his arm. He was a little frightened, but Katy looked at him with her soft brown eyes and said, Please, dear kind man, where did you get all those pockets? These pockets? He said, You want to know where I got all these pockets? Why, they just came with the apron, of course. You mean you can really get something to put on with all those pockets already in it? Katy asked. Sure you can, said the man. I keep my hammer and nails and tools in my pockets. but I can get another apron, so I'll give you mine. And he took off his apron. Wow. Look at how cute. And dumped it upside down. Out fell a saw, wrench, nails, a hammer, drill, lots of other tools. And then the man shook the apron hard and turned it right side up again and hung it around Katie's neck and tied it behind her back. Katie was so pleased and excited and happy that she couldn't speak. She just stood still and looked down at the pockets and smiled and smiled and smiled. By this time, a big crowd had gathered to see what Katie Kangaroo was doing. Then they saw how pleased she was, and they all smiled too. I like that. Lewis wrote, Pockets Pete sounds like a wise guy from New Jersey. Hey, let me help you. At last, Katie was able to say thank you to the nice, kind man. And then, what do you think she did? She popped Freddy into a very comfortable pocket, and she hippity-hopped home faster than ever before because, of course, she didn't have to wait for Freddy. Look at little Freddy. Look at little Freddy. How cute. And when she got home, what do you think she did? Oh, I love it. Well, she had so many pockets that she put Freddy in the biggest one of all, and then into the next largest, she put little Leonard Lion. Thomas Tortoise just fit into another pocket. Sometimes she had a baby bird if its mother was busy and on a worm hunt, and there was still room for a monkey, a skunk, a rabbit, a raccoon, a lizard, a squirrel, a possum, a turtle, a frog, and a snail. I love that. So now, all the animals like Katie's pockets better than any pockets in the whole forest. And Katie Kangaroo is very happy because now she has more pockets than any mother kangaroo in the world. Look at how cute. Oh, I love it. The end. You guys, what a great book. Katie No Pockets. It does sound like somebody from Jersey. That was amazing. We had a bonus book today. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. You know what time it is. I know you know. Thank you, Lewis, for the round of applause. It's time for a hug. Put your right hand on your left shoulder and your left hand on your right and give yourself a squeeze for me. Hug yourself so tight. I love you. I thank you for being here, sharing this with me today and every day, Sunday through Friday live. Now, ready? That was perfect timing. Did you hear that? Somebody outside has an air horn, apparently. Are you ready? What we're going to do today is story timers. I am bringing some books, the ones that I've read that are the ones that I can donate to Salon Gossip in Bloomfield. I'll be making a post and letting you know. I will be there this afternoon, and if anyone would like to come and get some books, so they have books to read for this winter, share with classmates, put in maybe a lending library in front of your home, or for a project, a preschool, whatever it is, I'd love to share it with them. I will have hand sanitizer. Everyone is required to wear a mask, but I would love to share. So as we exit this Sunday's story time, you have to leave with some I am statements, and I'm ready for it. Are you? Here we go. I am grateful. I am peaceful. I am hopeful. I am praying, and happy. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. And I will see you tomorrow morning. Lois, you make me laugh. Bye, everybody. Happy Sunday.